So it's quite common for people to struggle to connect to the lats, or even more common for them to be able to connect to one side and not the other. And quite commonly people focus on either bending into it and rotating, and that's where they get that good squeeze and they can feel it working. But all this is essentially doing is compressing the muscle and not making it stronger. Now, not being able to feel your lats is because the lat muscle is too busy doing the jobs of other muscles. And the muscles that should be stronger are actually the obliques, and the external obliques to help us rotate. So this is a really simple drill that you can do prior to training pull movements, so prior to training lats, which is brilliant for getting your core muscles working. But the more active they are, the more the lats can actually do the job of extending the humerus, so pulling the arm back, rather than helping us rotate from side to side. So I've got a yoga block here. You can use a mat as well. It's just purely for comfort on the elbow. I'm going to take myself into a kneeling plank position. So I'm going to bring my elbows back and make sure that my elbow is in front of my shoulder. So I don't want to stack my shoulders on like this. I want to make sure it's slightly back like here. Now, it's very common for people to think, I'll just do a full plank because it makes it harder, and if it's harder, the better. That's really not the case here, is that the more you can create pelvic stability and feel like you're really in control, the better this exercise is going to be. So do not think that a full plank makes it a better exercise. So you're going to go down into this position like so, and the first thing you want to do is create that stabilization. So I've gone a little bit wider with my feet. I'm tucking my pelvis under, just purely so I can bring my belly button towards my sternum. And now I feel like I'm using my midsection to hold myself upwards. Now, in order to get a stimulus to the internal obliques, which help us rotate backwards, I'm then going to just slide my hand out to the side here like so. So what I'm doing by having my hand here is that I'm making this left-hand side work a lot harder, and I'm just going to bring it back and slide like here. So you walk out to the side, just hold that position, tuck, and just breathe in. So we're breathing and out, breathing in and out, and bring the hand backwards. And the idea is that this section here is having to rotate me back at the same time that I'm breathing, which is a great stimulus for the internal obliques. Now, if we want to do the same, so get the lower portions of the lats to work or free them up, we can do the exact same but do it with the lower body. So all I do is I'm going to go into this plank position like so, recreate it. I'm going to tuck my pelvis underneath me like this. I'm going to get that feeling of stability where I feel that my core is working to hold me, so my hips aren't dropped down. They're up to the ceiling, tucked like so. And all I'm going to do is just straighten one leg like this and bring it back down. Straighten one leg like this and bring it back down. So my toe is staying on the ground. So I'm keeping that point of contact, and the only difference here is in just raising the knee. And that's again to get the core to work, which is going to assist in freeing up the lower portions of the lats, which means you'll get a much better connection when you're doing your rowing movements. So I would use this before as a priming drill for rowing movements, as a way of freeing up the muscle so you can get a better contraction for its full range.